Hey everybody, how's it going? Boomslang here. Welcome to my channel, Mail Call. And today on Mail Call, um, I got one package to open up, and also had some requests to do some sorting and um, showing what I pulled out of the boxes of sorts. So here's the box. Here's the mail. There's the mail, and here's the box. You can see part of it there, but it's whoops, 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 whoops. Do not. There. It's part of a 32,000 count box that is part of the 45,000 card purchase that I made a couple weeks ago. But here is the mail I got. It's an eBay purchase, and been sitting on it for a while, and it's time to give the seller some feedback. So before I can give them feedback, I have to open it and make sure I got what I ordered. So without any further ado, let's get into this. Welcome to the stream, guys, by the way. Frank's Card Corners, hey, how's it going? So this is an eBay purchase I made a couple weeks ago. It got here the other day. And yeah, let's dig into this. And I bought and I've purchased some of these before. I don't know if it's off the same seller or not, but I really wish they wouldn't have gotten stuck to the tape like that. And that makes it a little goofy. Because I don't want to rip them open if I don't have to. That's and my feedback's going to be is to do a better job taping them, securing them, because now the tape is all over stuff. All right, manage to salvage those. So what these are, if you've never seen them before, and if I can get them off, man, I really don't want to open them yet. Hey ABC, how's it going? Kevin, how you doing? Dave, how's it going, everyone? My back's turned towards the stream, so I'll turn around periodically to see what questions you guys have, but that's that. And basically what this is if you see the backs of these are holiday rack packs. So they're repacked cards that were, supposedly packaged up in 1978. All right, and the only way to tell the originals are by these candy canes. You'll see some without candy canes on, and they're newer repacks. So I purchased actually quite a few of these, just because the hope is that they are pristine, they are mint, they're really nice cards in here, and you never know who's in between there. Now there's only 12 cards per rack pack, but I bought a bunch of them just to have around and maybe do something with later on down the road on the channel. If I become big enough, these could be used as giveaways and stuff like that to help, viewership or whatever, just to give people something to add to their collections, you know what I mean? So that's cool. Yeah. So the whole live thing is I can't do it with my phone. I've bought a webcam, and you can do live with your webcam and using Google Chrome, not Internet Explorer. That's an all Red Sox one. And here's an all Phillies one. That's all right. I'd rather have them mixed up like this so that you can get more of a variety. But it's all good. Not open. That's good. So I bought, I think, 20 1978s. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. And so there should be 6 more of these. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So I don't know why there's. Oh, because I bought the 72. 1972, I bought one of those. 72 is my favorite year. The design of the cards, I like the archways. Just the colors are different. They're neat. I like the in-action shots, stuff like that. So that's the mail for today. I got a bunch of these. Now, I'm not going to open these up. Like I said, I'm saving them for another time on the channel. But what I am going to do, because I did have some requests, some people wanted to see what I'm pulling out of these boxes, because I've been doing just the time-lapse photos and stuff like that. So here we go. Not everyone's going to be a hit, a winner. I got to get under camera here better. So I bought these off a guy named Art, and he used to own a business where he did card shows. And there's some newer ones in here, and I really enjoy getting the older ones from him too. So here's a young Grady Sizemore. Yeah, well, they appear to be real. I mean, you can see them right here. This is not the first time I bought these. I bought a bunch of 72s also. And from what I understand there, Joe, is that these, as long as it's got the candy canes on, they're supposedly the real deal. You'll see other ones with this ho ho ho, you know, Santa Claus thing on there, but they don't have the candy canes. So I guess that's the teller there. So I don't know. We'll go through some of these. Here's an Edgar Martinez. Get that under the camera and get the shiny off of it. So there's one Hall of Famer, right? Let's see, Mike Bordick, Jay Payton. There's a Johnny Damon, the main die. I gotta hold them so we don't get enough. I mean, some of these cards I have never seen because I have not been collecting during these years. So this is one of my ways of catching back up with everyone else is to buy them in bulk lots like this. And I just saw on Facebook Marketplace, someone has 45,000 count boxes for sale. And yeah, that's a lot. I mean, see, this guy, he mixes them up. You get some older cards in here. The question is how many of the stars and superstars you get and semi-stars. There's a Billy Buckner, you know, I mean, rest in peace, Billy B, right? A Ron Say. Here's a Hall of Famer right here, Ferguson Jenkins. Yeah, I've been doing pretty good with this guy, Art, that I've been buying him off of. He's, you know, I've been getting some nice cards off of him. How about this? You guys ever saw this? Jay Johnstone, he's got a Budweiser umbrella hat on. Surprised that made it past the editors. Guess as long as it's not a cigarette one, a Marlboro one, it was okay, right? He's got Budweiser umbrella hat. And let's see. So I did have some requests. People wanted to see what exactly I was pulling out because I was going through them pretty fast. If you've watched any of the time-lapse ones, it's like, and even the last one, I kind of laid it out here, and even when I laid them out for inspection, the good cards went really fast because I was still in time-lapse mode. So we'll go through it really slow here. I wish I had the monitor in front of me instead of always having to turn my back. There's a Tommy John. Here's a Todd Helton. Maybe someday he'll be in the Hall of Fame, right? Maybe. So Jason Hayward. Yeah. Here's 2000 wins leader. Vintage Upper Deck. Got a Greg Maddux on there. 1, 2, 3 Hall of Famers on it. Darryl Kyle, rest in peace. I got to meet him when he was a minor leaguer. I was living out in Las Vegas, and he was playing. I want to say Albuquerque Dukes. It was Houston's farm team. I'm not sure. I don't remember, but they came to town and he signed some cards for me. Here's another one with my favorite person to hate on it, Pedro Martinez. Here's a Clemens, another Hall of Famer, like 3 Hall of Famers there. He didn't screw up. He'd be in the Hall of Fame, right? And I don't know who this Mike Soroka is, but that's Mike Soroka. And let's see, Richard Elliott, Dempster, Alfonseca. Here's a team lineup card. So I've never seen all these. J.D. Drew, he never did anything. And then we've got more of these Fleer. So I'm keeping them on camera and got to keep them so you guys can see. Also getting in my way. There, Hall of Famer, Burt Blyleven, right? I mean, all these cards are like brand new, like fresh out of packs. The corners are crisp. I went over this last night. You could shave with these cards. That's how straight clean corners. No fuzz, no anything. They're just rarely been handled. It's almost like they pulled them fresh out of packs. There's some Phillies. I'm not a huge Philly fan, but I only live 30 miles from the stadium. Been there a couple times. Last year when the Yankees came to town and played a 3-game set, I went to watch. Then the game I went to, the Phillies beat the Yankees. Well, what are you going to do? And then mix it up with some upper decks here. So I'm trying to black square over the wording, okay. Okay. Yeah, they're for just collecting, not for poker. You're right. There's that Jermaine Dye. Never saw this one before. Jose Silva. Because it's a minor league, so it's got the star. It's a minor league card. There's a nice Joey Hamilton. It's the upper deck SP. How about this? How about a Dion? Too bad it's got a small crease on it. Right there. See that crease? Boink. Minor league card. Oh, it's got a little faded on his face there for Kiram Garcia. AJ Zapp. Never heard of him. There you go. Here's a Tino Martinez rookies. How many of them? There's 3, 4. How about John Allroad rookie? 3 of them. Jason Bay. Here's a Hall of Famer, Barry Larkin. Greg Vaughn. Luis Gonzalez, another guy I don't like. Jermaine Dye. And because he had that hit in the World Series that beat the Yankees. Dave Justice rookie card. You Justice fans out there. Here's an electric diamond, Carlos Delgado. Apparently this card was for sale for $5 at one time. Joe Slazarski. Here's some, what's these, 84s? Right there. 2 Hall of Famers right there. 2 Hall of Famers. Campy Campaneris. Again, nice and clean. These cards are in really good shape. Gotta go through them. Here you go. You guys like Dale Murphy? There's Dale Murphy. Frank White. Here's a, what's that, Bobby Crosby. There's a Boggs. 2 Hall of Famers there. Guidry. Charlie Huff. There's a Keith Hernandez. So in case you guys don't know, if you haven't, it's your first time to my my channel, I do flea market stuff, and I'll do these lot purchases and stuff like that, and then put it on my show. Here's Shane Spencer. He was good for the Yankees back in his day. Phil Niven, I think he's a coach, third base coach for the Yankees, right? Minor league card there. And let's see, we got some older Fleer here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, I got 16 Mike Marshalls out of that deal. How many of this guy do we have? Pascual Perez. Only 12. Only 12. Get around. What's that? Here's a Vernon Wells. But it's like a gold parallel, I guess. And here's a Gary Matthews Jr. Lance Berkman. He was eligible for the Hall of Fame last year, I think, for the first time, but didn't make it, obviously. Eric Karros. Steve Avery. How about Kerry Woods? You guys like Kerry Woods? 20 strikeout game guy, right? AJ Burnett. We just got Ray Durham. Nobody important there. Here's some Topps Finest. 93, so 94, right? Topps Finest. Tim Salmon. Here's a Juan Gonzalez. Bruce Chen. More prospects. Preston Wilson and a Bruce Chen. Oh, let's see if we have any older cards in here. I mean, there's a mixture of everything in here. So we'll grab the ones that have darker colors and not so bright. Oh, look, there's another one. That's 14 of him. How about Brad Fulmer, Electric Diamond, and some more 84s. Greg Nettles, good Yankee. I'm a Yankee fan, by the way, so I'm stopping pause on my Yankees, even for a split second. Here's some Roger Cedeno, Derek Gibson, Ben Grieve, and Shane Spencer. And another Mark Bordick. There we go. How about, here's a block of cards. Bucky Dent. Bucky freaking Dent. Red Sox killer. Okay. Dewey Evans. Where are the rest of the good guys? Come on. Are we going to have them? Rick Miller was good for them. No. Who's going to be here for Baltimore? Any Eddie Murrays? Probably not. Nope. Now we're over to Oakland's. Will be no Reggies. There's Dave Lopes, though. Dodger Great. Mickey Rivers. Dave Stewart was a pretty intimidating pitcher back in his day. Make sure I'm staying on camera. There you go, Hall of Famer. Got another one. And here's the Diamond King Hall of Famer. Dale Murray, Hall of Famer. Andre Dawson. Dwight Evans. Should be Hall of Famer, but he's not. Joe Carter's. Another Joe Carter. More Joe Carters. More Joe Carter. Are you Joe Cartered out yet? There you go. We switch it up with another Andre Dawson, the Hulk. Where's the other part of the card? That's not it. That's not. So I got a lot of single sides of the two-part cards. There you go. 2 Hall of Famers. 2 Hall of Famers. Hall of Famer. Nice. Nice way to finish that stack off. And let's see what else is here. Oh, we got some newer cards here. Who's this guy? A.J. Ramos. Jose Quintana. Sadis Escobar. Daniel Descalzo. I think I'm going to stop trying to pronounce the new players' names because unless they're Tony Watson, I'm probably going to get it wrong. Carlos Ruiz. I didn't even know he played for the Dodgers after Philly. Gene Segura, now Philly, right? Wilmer Flores. Vance McCullers Jr. Yan Gomes. Matt Kemp. And here's some more Flair. If you want to go through these too. Down there. So we'll go through these, see if we got any good Astros Hall of Famers in here. Joe Niekro. Not a Hall of Famer. Not got any Buccos. Any good Buccos? Bill Madlock, Mad Dog. Met him at a card show. Got plenty of his autographs. And Dave Parker should be in the Hall of Fame, but is not, right? Had a very solid career. Jim Abbott. So these are like, I guess, update set or something like that. There's a very young Joe Girardi. Oh, very, very young John Allred. Let's see what else we got here. How about this? We got this older 70s card. It says 77. 78 tops right there. I do like mine. Here's an Andrew Jones. Oh, for you Jose Canseco fans, look at that. Oops, sorry. Focus, baby. None of my hand on the card. There you go. Canseco rookie card. There you go, Bernie Williams. former Yankee captain. And let's see what else we've got here. Let's just go through this stack. Rarely do I find anything older than a 70s card in these boxes that I buy from him. I have found 72s, 75s, you know, a lot of 70s years. There's a Reggie Jackson, Hall of Famer. But most of them are like early 80s and even into the 2000s. So, which is fine with me because, like I said, I'm just catching up on all those cards. These other ones are just filling out the rest of my collection. Al Oliver, and look who's followed up Al Oliver. Look at that Hall of Famer. Tim Raines. Nice looking card there. There you go. And some Nolan Ryan Pacific cards. Upper deck. And we got some Leaf. Move on. Checklist. And a John Allred. All right, so let me just see what kind of questions you guys have. So if I can answer some of your questions, I can. Too bad I don't have like an automatic like shoe that just throws the cards out here like that so you can see them while I sit and answer questions, but I don't. Let's put this here. We're almost done with one row. There's Rusty Staub, Sewell Meats, I guess. Jimmy Pearsall. So if you guys were tuned in yesterday, I showed some of my autographs that I had in my collection. That's a Schmaltzy there, Hall of Famer. So these may not be like top dollar cards, but definitely enough cards here to fill out sets, especially if you have most of the big name cards already. And then the oddball, you know, stuff that happens to come by, like those Sewell Meats cards. You may get the occasional gold printed cards. And every once in a while, well, there you go, there's an O-Pee-Chee. I like O-Pee-Chee cards. Don't have many, but I like them, so I'm going to put them there. Another O-Pee-Chee, Terry Pendleton. There's a Rick Wise. Oh, the mother of all miscuts. Maybe I should title that the title of this video, the mother of all miscuts. By the way, I'm putting some of these together, some of that together for, find it. I'm gonna send. I got a small stack of these I'm working on. I'm gonna send to John Jabs for his friend's mail. Oh, here's a numbered card, Emmanuel Burris. It's numbered to 99, upper deck. I don't know who he is, and it looks like it's a miscut. It looks like it's cut wrong as well. It's weird. Look at the back. How I don't know. It looks like it slopes up, or is that just an illusion on my part? No. Hard to see, I guess, on camera. Definitely looks like a miscut. But it's numbered to 99. I don't know if you can see that there. I don't even know who he is. Bobby Bonilla. Here's a refractor. Rene Ochoa. Here's a die cut of Carlos Perez. SP. Alan Watson. Rondell White. Javi Lopez. Here's a Mark Grace. Very nice Mark Grace card. Remember buying them when they came out. Look at this. There you go. Rookie prospect of Carl Everett. And it's got that nice foil museum collection card right there. Nice. Here's another one. Tony Tarasco. Kurt Abbott. Jeff McNeely. And then we got some regular cards. Oh, there you go. Edgar Martinez, Hall of Famer. Another Bobby Bowe. Here's the Upper Deck loose collection. Steve Avery. If you guys collect like the sets within a set. Here's a Donruss Spirit of the Game. Will the Thrill Clark. Very nice. And then we've got some more Leaf. Here's some other Sewell Meats. So that's 3. Orlando Cepeda. That's a Hall of Famer there. Al Bunbury. Tom Tresh, Yankee. Dave LaRoche in a Yankee uniform. Another Yankee uniform. Elliot Maddox. Ralph Branca for the Brooklyn Oh, checklist. There you go. 1990. Sewell Meats checklist. There you go. I've seen those cards. I haven't never seen the checklist. Well, here guys will get upset if I don't pause on Bo diving for a ball. Even though he's not a Hall of Famer. Maybe if he had a longer career, he might be in the Hall of Fame. But football took care of that. And then you got these Hostess baseball cards. There's Andy Van Slyke. Oh, got a pose on the Canseco for the Canseco lovers out there. There's a Jose Canseco one. Cecil Fielder. Met Henry Rodriguez. Got many of his autographs when he was playing minor league ball. Mike Sims. I met him when he was playing minor league ball. Did not meet Brian McRae, though. I used to live, when I lived in Vegas, I lived like 4 blocks from the stadium. So me and my sons, when they were little kids, I used to take them every night down to the stadium and watch games. And it cost you a couple bucks to get in. We'd watch games. Will the Thrill. Oh, look at this. Followed up by not 1, but 2. Frank Thomas, even though it's like a checklist card, still in. Oh, Boyhood Photos. I mean, who that kid is. Another Will the Thrill, followed by Big Bat Thomas. And then we got a Cliff Lee. Injury shortened his career. Gary Gaetti. Josh Hamilton. Drugs and alcohol shortened his career. Junior Noboa. There's a name you don't see every day. The young Phil Plantier, who didn't do much with his career either. And a bunch of other guys we've never heard of. Hojo. Jose Rijo. Tom Browning, Greg Harris. Pedro Martinez's brother, big brother, both literally and figuratively speaking. Oh, there he is. Hall of Famer, guy I like to hate the most, really. Hate's a strong word, but he was a jackass towards me and my kids at the games when we would go to the stadiums when they were in town playing. He was a real jackass. Refused to sign autographs. Said I was only going to turn around and sell them. You know what I did? I gave them away, though. I didn't sell them. I gave them away. I still have like 2 in my collection. I would take like 1 of each card, and they'd play there for 3 nights or whatever, 4 nights. So we get them signed different ones every night, and then on like the last night, he's like, no, I'm not signing it. You're just selling them anyway. So there's a Doc Gooden. Here's a parallel with the fancy foil. There you go, Nolan Ryan. Nice. Focus. Camera, I bought you because you had autofocus and you're not doing your job. There it is. You're going to get fired if you didn't focus there. And so on. Aaron Seeley. There, Moses Alou. The young Moses. Get in focus. Focus. Focus, focus, focus. Anyway, you get the idea. Steve Avery's. Steve Avery. Doug Drabeck. Danny Tartaball. Here's a Tom Bernansky Silver Slugger, Home Run Heroes, whatever, Home Run Heroes card. Pat Lipstash. And just looking for some other cards that might interest you guys. I don't want to bore you with this box too much. I think everyone enjoys these. I do. I like the design. It's real simple, and it's clean. It's not cluttered up with a bunch of junk. You got that team, Trident right there, and just really cool looking cards overall. Fred Lynn. All-Star Game record breaker. There's a Steve Garvey, not a Hall of Famer, but still a very good player in his own right. He does through the mail. He does TTM stuff. I don't know if it's $10 or $20, but I sent him some cards. He signed them for me and sent them back already. And maybe show them on a later date. Got a lot of those OPGs. A lot of OPGs now. Here you go. I don't know if you guys have ever seen these before. Denny's by Pinnacle. They got this little hologram Dealy Bop in there. Jay Buhner. Kevin Seitzer. Oh, this one's all boogered up. Who's that? It's Big Mac. Oh. Jeff Bagwell. Nice. Put him down there with Hall of Famers. Here's a Albert Joey Bell. A little hard to see, I know, unless you're right here. And another Jay Buhner. That Big Mac. Oh, it looks like someone ate a Big Mac over top of it. It looks like bird shit all over it. I don't know. Oh, here's some more. Maybe we're going to hit up a couple more here. So there's a Denny's Cecil Fielder, Kevin Apier, Joe Carter. Story about Joe Carter years later after he hit that home run and to beat the Phillies, or I think it was a Game 6 in the World Series, off of Mitch Williams, Kevin Seitzer, and Jay Bell. Mitch Williams ran a bowling alley in New Jersey for his father-in-law, and he challenged Joe Carter to a bowling match. There's an insert, Mike Huff, and the Leaf. And figuring he's got the home field advantage. He's been he bowls all the time now, whatever. Joe Carter was like a semi-pro bowler, and Carter beat him in bowling too. Here's an 86 Dunrose. Here's some more of that Upper Deck Loose collection. That's a very nice Andy Van Slyke, nice and clean. Barry Larkin, nice, beautiful photos. I mean, so clear and crisp. And here's an Eddie Taubensee. Yeah, so there's another bit of trivia that you probably really could have done without, but now you know it, you'll never get it out of your mind, right? Another Andy Van Slyke. Tommy Green, another loose, Upper Deck loose collection, Mark Grace. I might have enough in this box to do the whole set. Very nice. Ah, you guys recognize that name? Pat Mahomes. That's the father of, what's his name for the Kansas City Chiefs, quarterback, Mahomes. Help me out, what's his name? Kevin, who wouldn't sign autographs for me was, he signed for like the first couple nights. I would take a couple cards every night. And it was Pedro Martinez wouldn't sign anymore. He told me I was just going to turn around and sell them. You got like, dude, too bad this McGuire's a little boogered up. McGuire rookie card, but it's really soft. Like it's been through the spokes almost. Not all creased up, but it feels like it was exposed to maybe some moisture. Weird. Put it down there, see what we can do with it. Yeah, there's a crease in that one. Crease in that one. Crease in that one. Crease in that one. Crease there. Crease there. Crease there. And crease there. So these cards are all creased. You can't see it on the back, but you can see it on the front. So they've been through bicycle spokes. Yeah, Pedro Martinez refused to sign any more autographs for me and my boys. We go to the games and hang out after the games. Here you go. How about this? Tiny baseball with Yogi Berra. Sunoco cards. The Dream Team. Sunoco Dream Team. Okay. Gary Carter with Tug McGraw. Joe Morgan and Tony Perez. Palmer and Robinson. Uh-oh. There we go. Thought they're going to be stuck. There you go. How about Catfish and Roger Maris? A little tacky because something got spilled on them, apparently. Schmidt and Lefty, Steve Carlton. And here's some Coca-Cola stuff. Oh, so it's the same one. This one's got some spooge on it or something. It's Phillies, Robin Roberts and Richie Ashburn. Here's Fred Lynn and Jim Rice. Jim Rice signs through the mail too. Fisk and Tiant. Lynn and Rice again. That's got a crease in it. You've seen that one before. Seen that one before. How about the original Pudge? Carlton Fisk. Mike Messina, Hall of Famer. Nope. David Cohn, very good pitcher, but not a Hall of Famer. Wade Boggs, Hall of Famer. Nope. Hershiser, very good pitcher. At one time, he had the most consecutive scoreless innings pitched. I don't know if it was in the playoffs or World Series or something like that. Another David Cohn. Another Mike the Moose. And Saberhagen. So there's like 3 cards there that are boogered up. Yeah, so that's why I don't really care for Pedro Martinez all that much. Not that he's Red Sox, because he played for other teams. Oh, look, I'm just gonna. So he might be my meme. There he is again, the guy that I really don't care too much for, but he's a Hall of Famer. Maybe Sheffield will make it into Hall of Fame one day. Mickey Tettleton, nice. Oh, here you go. Here's a first day production card. Jeff Parrott. Another first day production of Mike Bordick. That's got something on it. Yeah, better stop for the Dion. I want to see the Dion getting ready to steal second base probably. And JT Snow. I see a die cut in here, but it's nobody of that important. It's Jeffrey Hammonds, Upper Deck die cut. Here's a Darryl Kyle. Here's another loose collection of Will the Thrill Clark. Put him down there. Tim Wakefield. A lot of people like him. Let's see who's in the plastic bag now. We have another Paul Sorrento opening day. Another Mickey Tettleton. Look at that huge bat. Here's a little game piece. You rub them off. I guess you play inning by inning, your batters, your lineup. And another loose collection of Eric Karros. And here's a Topps Black Gold Ray Lankford insert card. And let's see, who do we got here? Nobody. There's Kirk Gibson, if you like Kirk Gibson. That's got a lot of creases. That's been through the bicycle spokes. David Justice. Some 87 Dunrosses here. And let's see what's in this other row. Got some 87s here. You never know. I doubt if we'll find the Barry Bonds 87 Topps rookie card, but let's give it a shot. A small stack of them here. Hall of Famer, Bert Blyleven. Hall of Famer, Lee Smith. Rest in peace, Dick Hauser. Going back around. Cecil Cooper. Hey, what's he doing in there? Gene Michaels, the stick, former Yankee shortstop. I think he's no longer with us. I think he passed away. Team checklist. The odds of us getting a Barry Bonds rookie card is like about the same odds as pulling one out of a box. Probably less. And there's a whole slew of, there's probably, I don't know, 400 plus, 500 of these in the box. All in a nice line. Got a small stack of these. Guess we can go through these. Yeah, these are like brand new, fresh out of the box. David Cohn. I mean, look at the sides. Look at them. They're fresh, crisp. Look at that. Almost makes you afraid to handle them because you know you're running the risk of damaging the corners now. And who knows? In 100 years, this card may be worth something. If it's kept in this pristine, it still has to be a Gem Mint 10. Jack Morris, Hall of Famer. But you catch my drift. My great-great-great-grandchildren may be able to benefit from my collection of junk wax era baseball cards. And then there's a couple hundred of these. We're not going to waste our time going through them. And I guess we can go through these stadium clubs. There's a small stack of stadium clubs here. Once I get through this stuff. There you go, Fred McGriff, Crime Dog. Maybe Hall of Famer one day. There's a Hershiser. Oh no, it's Say It Ain't Sabo. Sabo. Cal Daniels. Here's some stadium clubs. Ken Caminetti, juicer. And a sad one is that Caminetti was the best card out of that little stack. There you go, Dennis Martinez. Doc Good and tip the cap to you. Hojo and Greg Jeffers. Let's see who's in the soft sleeves here. Sandy Alomar Jr., Alou rookie card, Kevin Belcher rookie card. Here you go, this guy's in plastic. Who's Dan Geese? I don't know. Todd Walker and a soft sleeve. There we go. Got, I met him. I got his autograph too. Only one though. Dan Dryfort. Another Alomar. Pete Harnish. Here's a minor league card of Dickie Knowles. 87 Donruss. Pete Incaviglia. There's a Cliff Floyd upper deck foil. Oh, it's a Sabo. Carlos Delgado when he was a catcher. He came up as a catcher. Here we go. Robin Ventura's in a like a 9-count sleeve cut to make a top loader out of. I don't know. And there's that other Martinez kid. We got some new cards here. Let's show there. Adam Lind, Jake Smolinski. Oh, Jay Happ, Marcus Stroman, Pat Neshek. Now, Pat Neshek, he does a lot of TTM stuff, and he's a member of the Phillies pitching staff. And if you write to him, care of the Phillies, and you send him the cards of the players you want to get signed, current Phillies, there's a price list you got to pay, but he'll be able to tell you what the costs are and all that good stuff. He may have a list, and he also will sign for you. All you do is send him a card for his collection, a card of himself. That's a little bit of FYI for you. Wade Davis, Sean Rodriguez, Christian Federich, Salvador Perez, Starling Marte, Zach Britton, Randall Grichuk, Nori Aoki, Oswaldo Arca, Brian Goodwin rookie card. Yeah, I'm going to mention Anibal Sanchez. How about a Chad Pinder rookie card? Wade LeBlanc, Tyler White, Zach Britton, Jameson Talion, Matt Adams, Ryan Flaherty, Carlos Carrasco, who's battling. He's got some disease he's been battling. Don't know if he's going to continue to be able to play, though. Alex Wood, Yasmani Thomas, Nathan Eovaldi, and Ryan Braun. Let's see what else we got here. Checklist card for OPGs. No. Bernie Williams. Kerry Woods rookie card. Donruss rookie. Bruce Chen. A Mark Redmond. A Preston Wilson. Here's a minor league Mike Lieberthal. He looks scared. It says flashback. You remember the days, Mike, when you were scared shitless? Yeah. How about an Ozzie Guillen? And a Mariano Duncan. A Alfonso Soriano. A Prospect Soriano. Pablo Ozuna and Felipe Lopez. A Ventura rookie card, upper deck. Here you go. Larry Walker. Maybe someday he'll be in the Hall of Fame. Steve Avery. Jason Giambi, minor league. Jason Kendall, minor league. And some scorecards. Carlos Delgado, upper deck. Top prospects. Mark Grace rookie card. Here's one. A Carlos Pena. Isn't he an announcer now or something on one of the baseball programs? Maybe not. I don't think that's someone else. Nice shiny card, though. Upper deck, top prospect, SP. Chuck Knobloch, I can't throw a ball to first base to save my life. Alex Ochoa, action packed, very nice, very clean card, like it's never been touched till I just touched it. Here's some documentary, Upper Deck documentary cards. Ah, wait a minute, don't want to go over that too fast. Right there he is. Greg Maddux. Bronson Arroyo used to be good. Mo Vaughn. Here's a nice Carlos Delgado X SPX. That's a thick card there. Who's this guy? Oh, Curtis Granderson. Here's a nice studio Jim Abbott. Who's this guy? Adam Lind. Oh, here's a nice Carlos Pena. Shiny, Topps Finest. Preston Wilson, Bowman. Oh, nice shiny Bowman Mark Grace. This guy's in a soft sleeve. Sean Estes. Okay. Todd Stottlemyre, son of Mel Stottlemyre, the late Mel Stottlemyre. And let's see who these guys are. Joe Girardi. Looking old there, Joe. Here's a Kerry Woods. Rondell White. Sammy Sosa, so it's a Cubs team card. And Damon Buford. Let's see who else is here. Who's this? Some guy named Jimenez. No one. Jason Giambi rookie card. John Kruk. There's a Alex Ochoa Electric Diamond Upper Deck. Jim Abbott. Another Avery. Billy Butler. Josh Barfield. Brandon Morrow. Delwyn Young. Here's a die cut of Russell Martin. Nice. Upper Deck. Never saw that card before. Alexi Ramirez, rated rookie. Jared Weaver, rated rookie. Here's a Topps Finest Greg Vaughn. Here's a update Mo Vaughn. Here's a nice Ray Ordonez Upper Deck Prospect Foil. Minor League Ray Ordonez card. Ray Ordonez rookie score Pinnacle Summit. Here's a Minor League Classic card of Ordonez. Here's a Wilson Alvarez. There's a Jim Abbott. Oh, young Dave Justice there. May 24th, 1989, Major League debut. A very young Alford. We saw that one before. There's a Robin Ventura. Please don't beat me to a pulp. Nolan Ryan. Steve Avery. Here's an Upper Deck Jose Reyes. Mike Napoli. Ryan Christensen and Brett Myers rookie cards. Prospect, draft pick cards, I'm sorry. Jason LaRue, Reds, rookie. Josh Beckett, rookie. Here's a nice Troy Glaus World Premiere Upper Deck. Very nice. Nice card. And a Chad Hermanson Pacific card. And this is the last stack. I'm not going to go through anything else. This is been boring enough for you guys. Plus, I really didn't sort them. I just showed them. I still sort. I got to sort them into manufacturer. It's a different Upper Deck card. That's a nice Pacific. Vernon Wells, Chad Hermanson. Who's this guy? Scotty Hatterberg. Oh, there's another nice Topps Finest Ray Ordonez. Anybody we know? Tim Raines Jr. There we go. Gary Matthews Jr. and Gary Maddox Jr. Look at that. It's the juniors. That might be something someday. All the juniors, even though they didn't really make it. Like the kids of today who are starring for their teams that their fathers played Major League Ball with. Josh Barfield, Willie Ibar. Here's some more finest. Ruben Mateo, Chad Hermanson, Sean Burrows, Mark Mulder, da-da-da. And that's it, guys. Woo! And they just fell over. So that's it. If anyone's still hung around that long, my throat is dry. Hey, Josh, how's it going? Yankees are winning. Good for them. They had their streak broken yesterday by the Rangers. 220 games without being shut out. I think that was, I said, second in franchise history. Second to I don't know if they broke the 27 Babe Ruth record, because they went 2+ years or something like that, 300 some odd games without being shut out. Man, I need a drink. Let's see. Okay, you still here, Kevin? No autos today. Well, so last year when the Yankees came to town and they're playing the Phillies, and I started to share this experience, I had brought eight family members with me, and we had really nice seats, 2 rows from the third base foul line, right where the stadium's usually jaunt out, and right near the foul line. And after the warm ups, one person stayed out signing autographs, Aaron Judge, and he was on the third base side. And I mean, when I first got the tickets, and bringing my son, my daughter-in-law, my 2 granddaughters, my daughter-in-law's father, her grandmother, my wife. Those 8 of us that went. Her nephew. Aaron Judge was signing. There were more Yankee fans there than Phillies fans. It was crazy. And my son, before we went, was like, Dad, you can't wear a Yankee shirt, man. You're gonna get something spilled on you. Something's gonna happen, you know. And I'm like, I don't care. I'm wearing my Yankee shirt. That's it. Because my son's he's not a Yankee fan. He's a Phillies fan. But I'm surrounded by Phillies fans down here. But I wore my Yankee shirt, and there were more Yankee fans than Phillies fans, which gave me a nice, warm, fuzzy feeling. And Aaron Judge was signing autographs coming from the third base dugout, working his way down towards us. And 20 feet before I got my granddaughter. She's 3 years old. I got her up standing, holding her on the rail there, because we're right next to the ball girl. If you have any idea where a ball girl would sit on her chair near the foul line, waiting for the balls to be hit her way. And I'm like, Aaron. Well, he stopped 20 feet from us. I'm like, God. So I never got the Judge. I brought all these cards. I brought a bunch of markers. I'm like, yeah, we're going to get some, But the ball girl was nice. She gave balls to my granddaughter and my daughter-in-law's nephew. She gave only to kids, not adults. There was adults there harping at her for balls and stuff like that. And, but she only gave to the kids, which was nice. None were hit. Yeah, I know, right? None were hit in the seats near us. So the ball girl snatched them all up if they were grounders and just handed them out to little kids. They'd come running down the steps, and snatch them up. We were literally, we were the second and third rows from the field. It was great. The best seats I've ever had. Usually, when I went before with my son and stuff, we got his seats way up in the back, in the outfield, which was still nice, but you couldn't see the whole playing field. You couldn't see the outfield that was out of your field of view and stuff like that. So I made sure I got us some really good seats, and they were $85 a seat, and I bought 8 of them. So I spent a pretty penny that day. There's only baseball cards I could have bought. But anyway. that's it, guys. I mean, sorry, we just went over an hour. Um, and I haven't been really paying attention to if anyone else streaming thing popped up or not. But that's kind of what I go through these boxes. And you can see on the screen there, you can see like that long patch of white there. That's all score. And then you can see the Dunruss ones because they got the orange with the black lines throughout them. There's a whole bunch of them in there. And then there's just some hodgepodge mixed stuff. I think I grabbed most of the good ones out of there. Yes, those cards are from the 45,000. That's one of the boxes. I mean, you saw what I laid out. You were here almost the whole time, so you got to see what there were some Hall of Famers in there. There's nothing, nothing really great to write home about. Like this would has to be like the best card so far. That Pete Alonso rookie card. Um, yeah, that came out of another box, which surprised me. But I have pulled out Gary Sanchez rookie cards from boxes that I bought off this guy. Like I said, I bought a lot off of this guy throughout the summer. I bought a lot. I probably bought 200,000 cards off of him altogether so far. So, and I just can't, between all the sorting and stuff, I just can't get them all straightened out the way I want them. Oh yeah, if I were to turn around and sell these, even say at a nickel a card, put a nickel box out, I would make my money back in no time. So yeah, I bought at the maybe at the end of last year, I bought over 300,000 um, card collection. Here's a card, you guys. Here's something you guys probably have never seen in your life. Let me just get this down for you. I kind of screwed up at the time, but I didn't at the same time. But there were other cards like this there, and I should have bought them all, but it wasn't that big a deal. And the wrapper's dirty, but this is one card. Now I'll pull it out for you. Let me just make room here. You guys, I pretty much guarantee you guys have probably never seen this before. This kind of card. Mr. Alonso, thank you very much. I'm afraid to touch these cards. They're so nice. And every time you handle them, you smudge up the corners. You round a corner a little bit here, a little there. And obviously that's value being lost if you were to sell them. I'm right now, I'm not into selling any. I just, I'm a collector first, number one. I'll go to flea markets and I'll see a lot of stuff. And the vendors ask me, well, what are you looking for? I'm like, anything that catches my eye. It has to catch my eye. If it's something that catches my eye, like this one vendor, if you saw my last flea market video, I hung around at his thing for a little while and I wasn't going to buy anything and I was ready to walk away. But then out of the corner of my eye, I saw a box that said $5 on it. And then I'm like, oh, wait, now there's these little update sets that he had there, and the price was right on them, a couple bucks, $3, $4, $5. I'm like, you know what? It's a factory sealed box. Sure, why not? And I just look at that sometimes, yes, as an investment. But it has to catch my eye. Catch my eye, you got my interest, and then I'll go from there, whether I want to buy. But once you catch my eye, chances are I'm going to buy. So, and I'm lucky that there's a lot of vendors. Like at these flea markets I go to, it's kind of, I don't know. Being in the Northeast, I guess, by the way, oh yeah, I can't. I'm so excited now. This may be strange to hear too. Also, I'm excited. I can't wait to go up to my in-laws' house. So I just had a birthday, August 27th. I turned 60 years old. Woo! Right? I remember saying 40, man. 40. Oh my God! You're so old. You're 40 years old. You're over the hill. Oh my goodness. Well, now I'm 60. Oh, I remember when I hit 50. And I got this thing in the mail from AARP, and you guys are near my age. But AARP is like old folks, like supplemental insurance thing, right? And so it's from AARP, and I had to call my mom. I said, Mom, these people, they sent me this thing. What is it, this AARP? And my mom's, now she's like 83. So she was about 73 at the time. I said, Mom, what is this? They sent me this thing in the mail. I don't know what it is. I go, it's from AARP. She just goes, oh my God, that's right. You're 50 years old now. Yeah, that's when they start sending you all that crazy stuff because you're like old enough. You're eligible for their supplemental insurance if you need it. I don't need it, but so let's get to this card. So here it is. And I bought this at a KB Toys or something like that, or Kids R Us. It's a little dusty because I had it pinned up, but it's a Pinnacle. You can see a 98. I went into the store. I was buying toys. I don't know, for my kids or something, I guess. And these were hanging there or laying on a shelf, and so I'm like, OMG, Derek freaking Jeter, and there was a whole bunch of other ones there, and it's huge. So there's the card. It's huge. It's like a poster, but it's on thick cardboard stock. You know, it's dusty because I used to have it hanging up, and I took it down off the wall and put it back in its sleeve to protect it. But so how many of you guys have ever seen that card before? That kind of card? Maybe not so much a Jeter, but that size, like that brand, that product. Yeah, right. You'd have to design and build your own cardboard box. Yeah, I want a 100 count box that holds these 16 by 20 cards. So I had that on my wall for a while, and I took it down. Here's something, and a lot of this stuff is in previous videos of mine. I don't know how many of my videos you guys have gone back, because I've gotten a lot of new viewers in the past couple months. I started out with just 20, and that was like family and friends. But I got this uncut sheet as part of that. Now it's not sheet C, was it, on the Jabs break? It's not sheet C of the 1978 Topps, but it's an uncut sheet of 84 Topps. Now, it would be really nice. I haven't really taken a lot of time to look at it, if the Mattingly was on here, but I don't think he is. I gotta be careful. I don't want to grease anything up, so we'll just do it this way. It has to be slowly, over time, has to be unfurled, because it's been rolled up inside a tube. Here's a Ricky Henderson highlights card. So it has a lot of, this is probably the sheet C, because there's a lot of league leaders on here and stuff like that. This is probably the sheet C. It might say on the side somewhere. I hadn't really looked. Now you piqued my curiosity. Side B, it says, oh, you know what? These are not Topps. These are Nestle. Look at that. So where's my finger at? There. These are not Topps. They're made by Nestle. Ooh, not even Topps. That makes them even worth a little more, because they're probably rarer, and it's an uncut sheet. Very nice. But yeah, I learned something new today, guys. Just from showing you guys some stuff. So these two, because this one looks goofy cut to me. This one's definitely going to John Jabs for Friends Mail Friday. So here's what I picked out so far from going through these boxes for him. This one just because it's got some spooge on it. I don't know. Got some red dye on it. This 75, it's got a crease. It's miscut. This one here, someone highlighted with a highlighter around the baseball player. Look at that. All right. This one just looked like it went through the bicycle spokes. Another one that looked like it was stuck. This one, again, looks like it was in the bicycle spokes. So in his last FMF, someone sent them a bunch of cards that were all boogered up, and they said they used to take them out and put them on their bed and like run on them, jump on them, whatever, play baseball on them, football, whatever. I forget what they said they did. So I'm going to send them these just because they're miscuts, they're goofy, they're messed up, kind of as a joke. I could put on the front to get them going, but I'll figure out something. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, every kid had a bike. The bikes back in my day with the had the banana seats on to keep you with the little sissy bars and stuff like that on. But yeah, my bike. I was riding my bike and got hit by a car as a kid, and that was the end of my bike. I rolled up over the hood and bounced off the windshield. So I looked like the bike went under the car. I went up over top of the car. So I'm here today because I was bouncing as a kid, I guess. And you just fall down and get run over. And it was a friend of mine, his aunt. That's partially my fault, though. We were, my cousins and brothers and I, we were racing our bikes down to the park. And I took a different route than them. So I had to cross the street, an intersection. And I flew through the intersection. And I don't know who had the stop sign. And no, I didn't stop. And next thing you know, I got whacked by this car. And, turns out it was a friend of mine, his aunt. It was all good. I was on crutches for a while. I had a big bruise on my hip, that's all. Yeah. All right. End of the bike, though. Never got another one after that. Well, I did when I got older. But that's when I got old enough and I bought my own. And that was 10 speeds from there on out. And mountain bikes, and stuff like that. Well, I don't know what else you guys want to see. I don't know what else I have readily available. I showed a whole bunch of stuff last night. I'm sure some of you guys were here last night. I don't know. But let's see what other goodies I have around. All right, so I got these. Masters photos. That's Junior. So this one's got like a little stamp up here. I'm not sure what that is. I gotta get my glasses. See what it says. No, it sucks that way. So this says member. Oh, so this is a member. You have to be a members club, member of the members club only, and that it was maybe a mail-in one. Here's a Barry Bonds with the members only and without. Here's a Cal Ripken Jr. with members only, and I don't have the without. I got a Maddox without. Okay. Here's a Nolan Ryan, the Express, with and without. And those are probably the prices I paid for one of the cards, because I've never bought these big holders like this. So one of these cards cost me $2.50 back in the day. Here's a Toys R Us, like a Stadium Club, Frank Thomas and Griffey Jr. Here's, and I collected back in the day. I collected all the sports. So there's a Pistol Pete Maravich basketball and a Dominators. Now this was a box topper. Oh, I got these off of eBay not too long ago. Real deals. They're not counterfeits. They're real deals. Those are from like 1909, I think. Okay, Kevin, take it easy. How about this, OJ? These are like the bigs versus the regular cards. This is just a little advertisement, Moxie. This may not be original. The Moxie one isn't, I don't think, but that's a nice card there. How about Len Dawson? You guys like football? Again, like I said, back in the day, I collected everything. Now it's too expensive to collect everything. You got to kind of pick out a player, pick out a team, pick out a sport. That's it. And Dick Butkus. Good old Dick. And that's that. And let's see, what do we have here? Now, if you guys have seen any of my other videos, I did, what was it, for my 150 subscriber? I opened up one of these unopened packs of 1972 Topps football. I had 4. I opened one kind of as a celebratory thing, and there's the receipt in the back. I bought them from a card shop when I was living in Las Vegas. And there's Hit and Run baseball cards in Las Vegas, and they were like, what, $30 a pack back in 1992. Now they're probably, I don't know, $330 a pack. I don't know. These are just Series 1, judging by the the one that I opened up. The numbers were from Series 1. I got them all from the same box. As a matter of fact, I still have the box. So part of the purchase, I told them I wanted the box as well for a display type thing. And over time, it ended up getting kind of smushed. So I got it, and I'm trying to reshape it, reform it. Hopefully, I'll be able to salvage it. What else do I have to show you guys? About this stack of cards. Walter Payton. About this, it's about a 63 Fleer. Lou Gehrig. 63 or 64, something like that. How about this 72 Munson? It says $4, but I didn't pay $4 for that card. That's just a penny sleeve I had. I put it in it. There's an early Combs, Yankee. The theme here is going to be a lot of Yankees. There's a Phil Rizzuto. There's a Bobby Richardson, 65. Jim Bouton. Al Downing. You know what his claim to fame is, other than just being pitcher for the Yankees and the Dodgers? He gave up number 715, I think, or 714. I'm not sure. One of those 2 home runs. I think it was 715 to Hank Aaron when he was pitching for the Dodgers back in 73 or 74, I think. Don't know exactly. There's a Jackie Jansen. Hank Bauer. Joe Pepitone. Elston Howard. Clete Boyer. Here's the in-action photo that goes with that Fallon Munson, 72. Got a little story about Terry Harmon on the back. Oh, well, it was like I got into some autographs here. So I got this when I was out in Las Vegas. There was a card show at the convention center out there, which is connected to the baseball stadium. And for like $38, you get unlimited autographs for the weekend. So I paid my $38, and I went in there with hundreds of cards and got them signed. Steve Carlton, I got signed in person. Back in the day, he used to come around here to the car dealerships in the Philadelphia area and would sign for free. Pulled this out of a pack of cards, out of a box, but it came out of a pack. and that is numbered 956 of 3100. Ken Griffey Jr. Here's a Jim Rice I bought off of eBay, and it's numbered to 150. This is an eBay purchase, numbered to 50. Billy Williams, Hall of Famer, right? Here's another Dick Williams. That's part of that Williams lot that I had. Here we go. You guys might recognize him. Jim Thome. Got this when he was a minor leaguer. He was playing for the Cleveland Indians team out of Colorado, their minor league team, and they came into Vegas, and I was fortunate enough to say, hey, you know what? I got those cards. Let's go get them signed. Boom. Got them to sign them. Got several of those. Palmer. Palmer signs through the mail for like $10, I think. 10 or 20 bucks. You can send him a card, he'll sign it. This is a TTM. Tony La Russa through the mail. 5 or 10 bucks. I forget exactly what I paid. This was pulled out of a box of cards. Pack. Billy Wagner. Donruss Signature Series. Mike Messina. This came off out of a lot that I bought. And it's not blank back. It just happens to be the top loader or the soft sleeve. Soft sleeve for some reason. You got a bunch of them that have the blanks. They got black backs. So Mike Messina. I bought this off of my nephew, who sold me his card collection. Like, I paid a lot, but he was my nephew, so I overpaid. I gave him $250 for like 50,000 cards, but he's my nephew. So Bobby Doerr, his other than being a Hall of Famer, while he was alive, he was the oldest living Hall of Famer. Now Tommy Lasorda has that distinction. You guys might recognize that. This is one of the 2 Nolan Ryan rookie cards I got from my aunt for babysitting my cousin. When I was like 12 or 13. Instead of paying me cash, she came home with a shoebox full of baseball cards and said, here you go. Will that do? I'm like, heck yeah, I'll take them. Didn't know what was in it. Didn't care. It was baseball cards to me. That's all that matters. I mean, you can see how old it's been in there such a long time. It's in the old single screw downs. Before that, we had the old 4 screw downs, which I still have some cards in those. That's a Bonds rookie. This is a Ron Darling error card. The error card has no number on the back, which it does not. There's no number up there. So that's that. Sandberg rookie card. Boggs rookie. And try not to drool too much, guys. Eddie Murray rookie card. So all these cards I collected, most of them by myself. Some of the autographs were purchases off eBay. Some of the older cards like this were obviously eBay purchases. I do have one card that someone took off the side panels here, because those are what they call the trifolders, and when they put them in the cigarette packs, they fold those 2 cards folded over, and then I guess it was inserted into the pack. And when you pulled it out, you unfolded them. You can see the creases there, because that's where they were folded over. The title of the card is the name right here. So when you're looking for the card, because it comes with different side panels, different players. Well, I have just a center card, and it's Ty Cobb. It's an iconic, I want to say, Conlon photo where Cobb steals third base. I have that somewhere in one of my boxes here, but I don't have the side panels, so I'm kind of SOL on that one. But still, nice. And then I have one card, and it's with the Cobb card from 1888, and it's a cigarette card. Second year they started making them, cigarette cards. If I'm boring you guys, just let me know. I mean, it is what it is. Now, this is a nice Jackson rookie card, but you see the corners are missing the the, the border. It's the had paper loss. Like Thomas, Manny. Wish I had the Mariano. Never had the Mariano. Some newer ones, like I've never had Trout cards until recently. I started picking up some Trout cards here and there. Um, this one's an eBay purchase. That one's probably an eBay purchase. Like I didn't have any. Here's a Jeter rookie card. Prospect card, we're going to call it. Didi Gregorius rookie. This Glaber. So this Didi came out of one of the boxes that I bought off of this guy Art in a previous purchase. This Glaber came out of a box that I got from a lot of this from this guy Art. This Sanchez came out from the lot that I got off of Art. This came out of the same lot previous to this. This is just one that I pulled out of a pack back in the day. Mattingly rookie. This came out of same thing, the lot before this. That Benintendi. This one probably an eBay purchase. How about this chipper? Nice foil scorecard. Another chipper. Pinnacle foil. About a Don Drysdale. Now that's just the things. You know how the top loaders fade. Well, that's just the faded top loader. That's not the card. The card is in pretty nice shape. I don't even want to mess with it and pull it out. But nice Drysdale. There's another Drysdale, but it's got a crease down the middle. Another Drysdale, but it's got a crease on the corner there. Other than that, I mean, the centering's pretty nice. It got little soft corners. Another Drysdale, really soft corners, fuzzy corners. Centering off, but you know, sometimes it's not the condition of the card. It's just the card itself to have it in your collection. Like Don Drysdale is one of the greatest. This one's miscut, but like I said, I don't care. I wanted it in my collection. I probably picked it up for a couple bucks. Not that, because that's an 85 Leaf card for 15 cents, whatever that was. And then here's another Griffey parallel insert that came out of that same box that I pulled the autograph out of. What is going on here? Let me know if I'm boring you guys. Still got two of you left in here. Tony Gwynn, rookie card. Tony Gwynn. Tony Gwynn. How about Tim Raines, rookie? Eckersley, is that a second year card? Yep. Eckersley. Another Joe Pepitone. How about a nice Yogi? MVP. He's the most valuable player for the American League in 1951, 54, and 55. That's why I'm playing on the same team as Mickey Mantle and all those other guys. He still managed to have 3 MVPs. There's a All-Star card of Roger Maris. Roger Maris, 1960 MVP. Jerry Lump. Elston Howard, backup catcher to Yogi. Elston Howard. Jim Bouton. Al Downing. There's a Bobby Richardson. Dale Long. I wonder if that's any related to the Clevenger for the Cleveland Indians. Now my interest is piqued. I'm going to have to check that out. Johnny Blanchard. Bob Friend. Roland Sheldon. There you go. Here's one you guys will know. Mattingly. Mattingly. And Mattingly. All right, guys, we've surpassed an hour and a half. I appreciate everyone tuning in. Got to be something else to do out there. Someone else's stuff to watch. And that'll give me time to check out this Tex Clevenger. See if he's related to the Cleveland Indians pitcher. Collecting Dust Hobbies. How you doing? I'm doing fine. How are you? Yeah, that is a nice range. It's okay. It's got a centering issue, but you know that was the problem with all those cards back in the day. By the way, that card I pulled fresh out of the box back in the day, and I had the same issue that Eric did with his box. I actually, when I bought my box off the shelf at the I want to say it was a corner store. It wasn't a real big grocery store. It was just like a newspaper stand almost. Um, I bought that box. I took it home. And I started opening the package. I was all excited. It's something else other than Topps. You got the Dumbos. You got the Fear that came out in '81. And so all this excitement's there. And I'm going halfway through the box. Halfway through the box. Almost all the cards are the same. I'm like, what? I mean, this pack after pack was the same. I'm like, you're kidding me, right? So I stopped. I boxed up, put everything, the unopened ones in the box, and mailed it back to them. Mailed it right back to Dunrush. They turned around and sent me a whole brand new box of cards, which was a lot better than the one I had. So apparently they did have a lot of sheet C's and D's that were all cut and stuffed in the boxes all together. It was still an exciting time when you got all these new card companies coming out, because it was Topps until then. There was Fleer in the '60s, but they couldn't keep up, I guess, so they kind of disappeared, and then Fleer made a comeback later on, obviously. But all right, guys, thanks for tuning in. We're an hour and 40 minutes almost. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. I would appreciate it. And I will likewise return sub. Yeah, let's enjoy some other people's stuff. I don't know. My thing hasn't been going off. I haven't that I know of been getting any notifications about other channels posting stuff. But you never know with Danny and Gray Cars and Toys. They put up a couple things every day. So one right after another too. Don't be afraid to go back and check out some of my my playlists from my older videos. Some good stuff in those. I do a lot of the flea marketing stuff as well, just like Eric does. We actually end up buying a lot of the same stuff, either at the same time and or a week apart. Like he'll stumble into something, and then I'll stumble into it next week, and then vice versa. Like those coins he opened up on his show. Well, I picked up some too, and I had the opportunity to get more, not coins, the little buttons, like pins. And he had, I think he had like 92s, something like that, 1992. So I stumbled across a guy who was selling the same thing. So Eric's was pink background here. Mine's blue. I think the guy said these are from '93, but they were distributed right here in a place in New Jersey, Vincetown, New Jersey, which isn't too far from where I bought them at the flea market. Vincetown, New Jersey, baseball buttons. And so, yeah, they even Major League licensed product. I haven't opened them yet. I'm just kind of hanging on to them for a little bit. But I only bought 4 packs because I wasn't sure what I was getting. I didn't want to get a whole bunch of junk. But then people like that too, you know. So, but anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Again, if you like what you saw, please tell your friends. You know, spread the word. Let's we grow together type hashtag things. Um, uh, and especially if you're subscribed, I'm going to put up probably this week my 750 subscriber giveaway video. I know I'm a bit of ways away from that yet, but I want people to be aware of it, and so they can follow the rules for registration. Because as of right now, for my 500 subscriber giveaway, I have not heard back from any of the winners, and I gave away 3 prizes, not just the one grand prize. I gave away 3 prizes, and I have not heard. And I gave them 48 hours, and as of I would say, yeah, 26 minutes ago, I think the time expired on that. So the drawing was actually no, it's 24 hours past that. The drawing was on the 1st. I gave them 24 hours. So yeah, they've expired their time. So if you're still here, Kevin, yes, thank you. You live in Vegas. That's cool. I don't know if you're still here or not, Kevin, but sorry. Yeah, I lived in Vegas for like 9 years. I was in the Air Force, stationed out at Nellis. And then after I got out of the Air Force, I joined the LVMPD, and I was a cop for about a year there before moving back home to Pennsylvania, and then eventually settling here in New Jersey. So, all right, good talking, guys. Good chat, and we'll see you in the next one. This is Boomslang signing off, saying peace, and we'll see you in the next one. Take it easy collecting dust, and whoever else is here. Thanks for tuning in.